The new Nvidea update has changed everything. When we thought nothing could get better, yes Todd, if you're listening, stop jerking around and actually add some fixes, because a lot of us really need it. Like, we really need it. Our PCs are dying here. Well, it's not that, it's just that your game is so freaking unoptimized. So anyway, Nvidea comes in and saves the day with a performance update for Starfield. Yes, that's right, so soon as well. Now this is mainly for the 30 series and 40 series, however it still increases the performance by about 10% for most Nvidia cards, which is a start, I must say, and for me the game is somewhat playable now. Like, that's absolutely amazing. Just one little update can improve the game so much and make it a little bit more playable. Before we compare the previous performance before the update to now, I just want to say the game is actually not that bad. It's just the optimization is horrible. Yes, the exploration isn't as we thought from the adverts, and a lot of the planets are bare bone, plus we are limited to where we can go, basically in a fishbowl, as some may say. The exploration is pretty much dead. Yeah, literally pretty much dead. We still got what we thought we would get, and that's a Bethesda style space game. So yeah, it's not all that bad. I think this game is absolutely awesome in its own way. If the optimization was great to begin with, we wouldn't have anything to say really. And when Todd says, oh, you should consider upgrading your PC, like, no. No, if you are below the minimum, then fair enough. You may want to consider it, but even with the recommended specs, the game still doesn't run a frequent 60 FPS, from what they advertised anyway. You know what? Most of these games I play run absolutely perfect. Even Cyberpunk at max settings gives me a better performance than Starfield, and my cores and utilization of my GPU and CPU are actually more overloaded. Even with ray tracing on at high settings, it still performs way better than Starfield does. Now, doesn't that tell you how badly the game is so unoptimized? But since good old Todd hasn't said anything, Nvidia has at least come out with an update that improves the game somewhat to be better. So thanks Nvidia, we really appreciate you, we really do. Unlike Todd sitting on his throne of denial, sipping cosmic cocktails and pretending everything is fine, Todd, we need you to come back down to earth and face reality. Literally. So what has this update actually done? For me, it's improved the performance by 10%, and may not be a lot, but it's a game changer. For me, it makes the game actually playable. I mean, if you consider console standard playable on PC, then fair enough, but mine's just above that. Whereas before I was hitting 40 to 50 FPS out of cities, and in cities around 30 to 40 FPS. Now I'm hitting around 40 to 45 in cities now, and around 50 to 60 outside of cities. Now you've got to remember, most of the time we're going to be pretty much outside of cities, so you know, as long as the performance for that and those areas are obviously optimized quite well, which, you know, to begin with, it's actually not that bad. It's just Atlantis that performs horribly for me. Then it doesn't really matter, but obviously, as we know, the game does need a bit of more stable FPS because it's just basically all over the place. But that being said, this is a huge game changer because it's one step closer to actually having an optimized game, you know, a playable game at 60 FPS. If anything, it stabilized the FPS a bit better than it was, thankfully. So yeah, thanks Nvidia, honestly. If Nvidia can do this though, so sudden and so soon, I think Bethesda could put out a few patches within the next month or so to at least improve the performance a bit more. Like, come on, pull your finger out your ass, Todd, and face this. We love the game, but it is a hate-love relationship at the minute, literally, for a lot of people on PC. Unless you have a NASA computer to beam through the bugs, which most of us don't, then obviously you're going to have to face these issues until it's basically fixed. If you're wondering what's going on with Starfield, check out this video by Jazzy2cents, which explains a lot of unanswered questions to why it's poorly optimized, and I think actually this video is the best example of what is actually going on with Starfield. Honestly, give it a watch after this video because it will basically answer all your questions of why it's so poorly optimized. Lastly, be sure to install the new update for Nvidia and be sure to share your thoughts below. Has the update helped you in any way? Has it improved your performance by 1%, 2%, 5%? Anything that's better than what Bethesda can do at this point. So yeah, I'm sure it'd be a good little increase, and it's made my game a bit more playable anyway. But only time will tell. I'll have more videos on Starfield optimization, updates, and a playthrough soon. So if you like Starfield, like the video and subscribe because I'll have a lot more of it. Happy gaming, guys, and don't get too distraught about Starfield. It'll be optimized eventually, trust me.